We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Kyle Hendricks gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Striding in, Austin Hayes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Stepping up now, Hanser Alberto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with this off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Chopper to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Now here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Man, D-Row, talk about a month. This guy hit 8 long balls last month.
Yeah, Dan, he is locked in. I want you to focus on his bat path through the zone. He is getting it in early and staying through the baseball.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's Trey Mancini. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale.
Trey Mancini.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Happ is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Standing in now, Yolmer Sanchez. And that is off the first base bag. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Kipnis is there. The second for one on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The O's lead this thing 1-0. Here's Javier Baez. Lifetime in this matchup. He's totaled 4 hits in 22 tries.
Baez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Roy, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Change, swung on and missed. 2-2. Died. Here it is.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. On the year, Schwarber brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Happ leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So striding in, Zach Collins. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year.
Collins.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you could even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Into the box now, Luis Castillo. As he'll show bunt here, and he indeed went around for strike one.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
0-1 count and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Bryant is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready now for Baltimore, Austin Hayes. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Left center, base hit. Collins ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready with the 0-1. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Fouled off. The 1-2. Popped him up. Collins over to his left. He's got it one away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
All even now, 2-2. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Good idea with the 2 out, nobody on. Enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the stretch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. But this will land.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
The windup, and he swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Here comes the first pitch.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Looped out towards short. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman, Yolmer Sanchez.
Digging in, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's it. That's the ball. That's ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
lifted into the air out towards center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're up 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And that's waved at and missed. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit hard back up the middle. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Mancini is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Contreras makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes. Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Tyler Naquin.
Tyler Naquin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Stepping in now, Zach Collins, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Reined in. Kipnis. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's set. Here it comes.
No, inside.
The 1-0 home. Hit to short. There's Baez. There's one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. One left for the Orioles, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. the other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch on the way.
That's outside.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. The count now at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto.
The second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Happ is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batter.
Digging in once again, Trey Mancini. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Albert Almora is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Albert Almora.
Changeup laid off down around the shins. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-1.
Oh.
Two and two. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That misses. 2-0. Now the pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. 1 out, nobody on. And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
The 3-2 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Won't offer it what looked to be the circle change. 3-1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Cole Stewart takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 53, Cole Stewart.
He's set, and the